Hi guys, and welcome to episode number 8 of We Are Building a Home, where I chronicle my experiences in new construction with Regency Home Builders here in the greater Memphis area. And so this week will be a little bit different. You'll see me drop 2 videos because I did have someone to ask last week to kind of share what it is that I do to budget and save money. So I definitely want to be respectful of that request, and I'll share in the second video right after this update video like some things that I do. Is nothing like set in stone or like a magical formula. It's just a way that I do it. So hopefully it can be helpful. But this week I do have some updates. First, I do have a close date. So found out a couple days ago that my close date is January 20th, 2022. And y'all, it's like the weirdest thing because how I found out about the close date is just still to this day just very weird to me. So I reached out to my Regency rep about locking in my interest rate last week, and I told her like, hey, I got a really good interest rate right now. My lender told me the builder said that we got about 90 days before completion, but is there any way possible you can give me like a range of like when it would be good for me to lock in the rate? Now, I did not expect her to say, oh yeah, by the way, you got a close date or anything like that. But like a few days later, I started getting requests from my lender to like fill out the Social Security form. I was told to go into my portal and do those things. And lo and behold, when I log into my portal, it had a close date of January 20th, 2022. So long story short, I was able to like reach out and get that confirmed from the Regency rep. And my lender did tell me like, oh yes, we are aware of that date. But again, I don't know when anybody was going to share that with me. So I'm very disappointed in the communication at this point with Regency because again, I know that the lender is the most important person, I guess, in the equation, thinking about the money. But I should be at least number 2. I should be number 1. But I understand, getting it to the lender. But a group email takes less than 5 minutes to make. You just click a few names in and bam, email goes to everybody. So that right there, I am not really sure how to process, especially because y'all know what's going on with me trying to just rebuild my savings, but I'm not going to stress about that right now because I, again, have put some things in place where by the end of the month, we'll be in an okay space to be able to close. Hopefully, my bank account will reflect something that will let the lenders know, like, okay, so she's trustworthy. I did not go out to the house, but my neighbor, thank you again, did go out and check on both of our homes. And so what I did was I just took like some still shots of the video. I'm not gonna like do a voiceover. So right now they have trim and paint and doors up. And so that's really exciting. It's still like a lot to be done in my opinion. And when I think about January 20th and I think about like what needs to be done, like I'm looking around my apartment right now. Like you got to put cabinetry up, you got to do the bathrooms, you got to do the countertops, you got to do the flooring. I don't know if they're going to put on another coat of paint. Hopefully they will. But again, it seems like it's a lot to be done in a short amount of time. And even thinking about like the driveway has not been poured, the yard, like the siding, like it's so much in my opinion that needs to be done. And it would be okay if I was like the only house there, but like it's a team of houses that apparently are on the closed list for the month of January, which is a bit concerning to me because I don't want it to be something thrown together, because when you start throwing things together, it might be shoddy work. And at the same time, I don't want the closing date to be delayed because what I'm getting ready to do is actually switch my 90-day notice over to a 60-day notice, which means that I'll be leaving here where I currently am January 31st. So if this closing date is delayed, and I've heard people like horror stories about how they delayed closing date 3 times and it ran over a month, like that's really going to put us in a tough position. But I'm going to step out on faith because it looks like things are, again, just lining up. And yeah, that's where we are. So I even contacted my realtor and asked like, hey, do you know that we're about to close next month? And he was like, no, let me give her a call. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's kind of where I am with this. So if you're going through this new construction thing, hopefully you got somebody that does better with communicating and updating than I do, because I'm not one of those people that tries to ask a million questions because I don't know what to ask. And then also I know that I'm not the only customer, but I feel like they're going to make me turn into that in just a minute. Like I'm about to start texting or emailing every week something random to get an update, because you just don't pop a closing date on someone. Like, what if this date would have been for this month and I didn't know about it until like the very last minute when they're ready for me to start submitting documents and I wasn't ready? So yeah, that's me venting for a minute. But at any rate, I think that's about it, guys. I'm just trying to think to make sure I've kind of encompassed everything. So yeah, that's about it. I do have something else that's going on that's related to the house, but not related, but I'll just share it anyway because it might impact me getting this mortgage. So my bank recently merged with another bank, and in merging with the other bank, the records, the bank transactions and things like that did not transfer from one online system to the next. So I was paperless. So all of my bank statements, when I needed them, they were just available when I logged into the system to get them. So I am a bit concerned about that, because now tomorrow, actually, I told my boss I need to take off work to take care of this business. I'm going to take off work to actually go and see if they can give me my bank statements for October, November, and this is December, but October and November, because one of the things that I need to show when it's time to close are 3 consecutive months of bank statements. So prayerfully, even though they don't give us access to the previous system, they kept good records, but it's a very small bank, independently owned. So I'm just praying that they got it. If not, that's a whole nother booger bear in itself. So yeah, so that's about it, guys. At the end of this, I just put those still shots up. I am going to do a second video right after this, just kind of going over my budget and what I've been doing to aggressively save. And until next time, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but if so, I'll put it in the next video. But until next time, you guys have an awesome day, and thank you for watching.